7 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Like 80. Check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
56. Mike, middle. Right there, 56. Let's go, defenses. Get out the alert, alert. Shit.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Check. X3. 218. Chop.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
44, 56, right there, 56. Man,
here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And some space here. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Samuels. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
What we got? Show that bench release and go. These two.
Now Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No spacing. Slam. Snickers. 66.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
8. Mike, 56, right there.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 180! Let's go. Hey, watch it. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Let's go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
We want this. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. We own them. We own them. Check the backer. Check the backer. Check 50. Check 50.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Check 56. Check. Deuce. Take both of them.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56. Tighten up. Pull together. No foul.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more confident? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
50. That's what I do. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go. 180. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Mostert, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 74 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, keep it up.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
3 bucks.
Hey, team 6. Knock it good.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
51 to Mike.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
44.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This is Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's going to launch it for Washington. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.